What market are you catering to?
You know, because our jeans are so diverse, we actually cater to both women and men. And because all of our bodies change, there's no set age range, in terms of, whether or not our jeans will fit. They will fit any age range, as long as people are just looking for something like a little different, maybe a little bit better comfort and the fit. So we have that flexibility along with the diversification of our product line as well.
What makes you unique from other jean companies?
Well, there's quite a few things to make our company unique. So if you think about it, everyone's body is different. There are no two bodies in the world that are exactly the same. So what we have done, when jeans were originally invented, they were actually invented as a man's working pants. So what we've literally done is took that and we have actually introduced an entire new design innovation. We actually opened up the seam of the jeans and we put very, very stretchy material in different part of the jeans. So we have four different designs that we fit what we call enhancements in different locations of the jean. So that is one thing that makes our jeans very different, which means that regardless of the person's body and how they're shaped, our jeans conform to their body. And so another design features that we give people two buttons. And the buttons are really amazing because depending on, what time of the month it may be, or depending on whether or not you're going through different changes, or you're out and you just want to have that amazing extra glass of wine or that dessert, that's what the second button really is for. And the other thing that separates our brands is that we give people the options to literally specify their pocket enhancement. We have four different enhancement options. We have blue, we have black, we have pink, as well as we have orange. And also with the different enhancements, we have a full range of different types of enhancements that you can specify in different locations of the jean. We have the velvets, black velvet, red velvet. We also have a dark brown velvet. You can just get the denim if you like that, as well as we have very popular this year a leopard color. We also have a camouflage, and we have like a glitter brown, and we also have a zebra. So that is just a little bit about an overview of what makes our jeans different.
Now, I noticed when I saw you at the Black Expo in Durham, it had like a different crotch and a different thing at the bottom. Can you tell us about
Absolutely.
that?
Absolutely. So when you think about it, people body change in different locations, and sometimes it's totally unpredictable where your body is going to change. So if you look at the outer thigh enhancement here, we have a little pant mannequin here. You can see the outer thigh here. Sometimes you need the stretch like, in the thigh area. And so you get that stretch there. Sometimes you need to stretch in your waistline area. And when we open the seam of the jean, you get that extra weight, that extra space around your waistline when you need that. And then let's just say that you just want something fun, right? Because we can just make jeans fun. So we also have enhancements at the bottom. And you have 7 or 8 different options for choosing your enhancements at the bottom. And you can see this very stretched. And then we also put the enhancements in what we call the seat area. You can just get denim in the seat area. But again, if you think about the way jeans are made, there is an awful lot of inseams that are being sewn in the seat area. Some 4 to 6 inseams coming together. And we remove all of those inseams and we put very comfortable material, whether it's velvet or you can also get, for our men viewers,
Yeah.
you can also get things like your camouflage or just here. You can also just get a camouflage here, if you want that, as well as you can just get your denim as well. So you actually have a very wide range of different designs, and you can totally own your look. You can literally specify what you want, make it custom. And then the other thing that really sets us apart from other manufacturers is that we do, for women, we do inseams that are all the way down to 25, 24, all the way up to like 36 inches. For men, we do inseams down to 26, 27, and inseams all the way up to 38 inches. And so our product range is really tailored to fit, the person, as opposed to decide upon, a certain range of product offerings that we're going to do. We like to cater to, the entire full spectrum of people, regardless to whether, they need short inseams or long inseams, or if they need certain waist sizes as well.
Now, when you're ordering online, do you can specify those custom inseams and the patches on the side and the fancy crotch and the what you call that thing at the foot? What's that?
We call it a bottom leg enhancement.
Bottom leg
enhancement.
So
we have the outer leg enhancement, which is the outer thigh, and then we have the bottom leg enhancement, which is down here, and then we also have what we call the seat enhancement. And if you look on our website, it's a very user-friendly website. And it basically just takes you through your choices. So you just click on which choices that you want for each one of the locations. We have 4 different designs, and on our website, we do have like a little product summary. So it literally tells you for our Classic 2, it just has the outer thigh enhancement. And then for Classic 2 jegging, it has the outer thigh as well as it has the bottom leg. And a Classic 3, it has the outer thigh enhancement and also have the seat, what we just call the seat or the inner. And then a Classic 3 jegging have the outer thigh, the seat enhancement, as well as the bottom leg. And so our website do summarize that. And you can just check off what you want. And the other thing is when you get ready to order, it also just asks you what type of pocket lining. As you can see, I have the pink pocket lining. And so men can have the blue, the black, or the orange. Of course, if they want, they can have pink. But, and so you have 4 different options, so you can just specify which one you want as well.
that is awesome. I like that. So basically, I can get a pair of custom jeans.
Absolutely.
Made in the USA.
Made in USA.
From a black owner.
A black owner. I do own I definitely do own the company.
Right there in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Absolutely.
Now, if someone's in the area, can they come by the manufacturing plant and place their order right there?
Absolutely. We welcome individuals to come by our site. People drive actually 3 to 4 miles, three to 4 hours, literally just to come to our facility. We'll give you a tour of our facility, all of our equipment, talk a little bit about the process of how we make our jeans, which I did not mention. I also want to mention that we wash our denim and we dry the denim before we make the jeans. A huge benefit to you, which means that if you wash your jeans 100 times, they're going to feel just as comfortable as the day that you bought them. And the reason is because denim pretty much shrinks like between 4 and 10%. All denim does. And until you remove that initial shrinkage, you will not get the same comfort, because when you try them on in the store, if they've never been washed and dried to remove the shrinkage, when you wash them the first time, you're going to experience some type of different, comfort level, because that's the first time they've ever been washed. So our denim has been washed and dried before we make the denim. So we will be glad. We absolutely do welcome, individuals to come by. We'll give you a tour of our facility. We talk a little bit about our process in terms of how we make our jeans. We do your fitting. You can try it on. Our sizes are very true to sizes. So if you typically wear 8, you will wear 8 as well in our clothing. If you typically wear, like a 36 waist, or a 34 inseam, That's exactly true with outsizes. Of course, outsizes have that benefit of, the extra comfort level around the waist and the thigh area or the inner seat area that you may need. So, and then you get to have custom jeans. And I do have to say as well, we're so privileged to make these jeans in the USA, and the price range is like between $55 to like $65. So, and we wanted to do that. And true, other manufacturers for jeans that are made in the United States is 2 to 3 times ours. But we feel really good to be able to have figured out the process and the technology to make the jeans so that we can keep the jeans to under literally $70. So we're very thankful for that.
What inspired you to come up with the jean? I mean, did it come over you all the night? Did you see somebody wearing some jeans and say, "Wait a minute, I can do that better"?
Well, as most things in life, I went through quite a few changes in my own body. My background, by education and professional experience, I'm an electrical engineer. I never in my life would have thought that I would be the owner of a jeans manufacturing company. Typically, my ideas are exceedingly complicated. They're so complicated that only an engineer can understand it. So I'm so thankful to God that He blessed me with an idea that the majority of the people in the world can truly relate to. So as my body started making changes, engineers, we solve problems. We look at things in the world, kind of different sometimes. And from my perspective, an engineer perspective, my thinking was, why are clothes not designed to accommodate body changes? Everybody's body is going to change throughout their lifetime. And so that's literally where I got the idea. And then since I love jeans, I can wear any of my jeans when my body starts changing. So since math is my favorite subject, I started thinking about it from an engineering perspective. And if you think about it, if you look at it, that is truly a triangle. I mean, my favorite subject. So I thought, you know what? Why don't we just do something like that, but it has to be stretchy? And then you start thinking about, well, since once you find a really cool pair of jeans, you want to buy a couple pair. And then I started realizing, but they all look the same. So if you're going to buy a couple pair of jeans, why not get something that look different? So that's where the whole concept came in with providing additional enhancement types, prints, and and solids, and that way people can just have fun with it. So when their weight fluctuate, they don't have to go out and buy another pair of jeans. They can just keep the ones they have, and then they can have them make it fun by having different choices. So that's where the idea came from.
Show me that inside button. I mean, that extra button that you have in that jean.
Absolutely.
That really caught my attention.
This is just like, this is amazing because you think about it. If you're out having an amazing dinner, who wants to spoil it by like not having dessert, or not having that, that evening dinner drink, or that extra glass of wine, and the thing is that this is really amazing because you can literally, when you do this, let's say some days, you're cool, you don't need extra space, you can just do this. And then when days you really need that extra button, it is just right there, and you really don't have to go out to buy another pair of jeans, because it's too tight. We just give you that extra button, and we just think, that's part of the engineering. I mean, we're engineers, again, we think about the practical side of how to solve problems. Because as we're doing a lot of marketing and getting a lot of input and feedback, people used to tell us they would use rubber bands, what I'm saying, when they needed that extra, that extra little space around there, they would use a rubber band to close that, and I'm thinking, why don't we just give them another button? They don't have to use a rubber band. So that's literally where the idea came from. People were telling us they were using rubber bands to get that extra inch or two.
So that extra inch comes in handy for Thanksgiving and coming up on Christmas.
Absolutely.
When you eat a little bit too much and you don't have to zip your pants and pop the button out, you just move that little button right over to the next button.
Absolutely. And be comfortable, very comfortable as well.
A custom fit jean. I love it. I love it. I had to order me a pair.
Thank you.
I might do that this afternoon. Probably do the camouflage in between the seat because I like that. That's a little bit different.